The following segment is a paid commercial program by Heritage Bank, member FDIC. It's time for Ask the Expert on News Talk 1340 and 96.3 FM, KWLM.
Yeah, let's talk with folks from Heritage Bank this morning. Joining us is the market manager, Mandy Fleming. Mandy, good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, good. Also joining us this morning is a banking apprentice, Jon Leesner. Jon, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
So what does it mean to be a banking apprentice?
Well, it's unique. Got an awesome opportunity with Heritage, and what it really is I get to jump around and experience all of the different departments that we have at Heritage, and see all the different skill sets and ways that people are helping people to succeed financially at Heritage, and it's been a great start, and excited to continue with the bank.
Yeah, and you're going along with Mandy today to come to the radio station and market manager. So what does that mean, Mandy?
So basically, I am in charge of our Wilmer Lobby, Spicer, Raymond, customer service end of it, making sure that when you're coming into the bank, we're available, helping you with all your needs. And if there would be an issue, making sure it's getting resolved quickly.
Yeah. So you're wearing a little button, and I asked you about that. It says, ask me how to get $5. So how do we get $5?
Yeah, for sure. So current Heritage Bank customers can come in and give us a few minutes of your time. We'll give you a $5 check to either deposit in our ATM or with your mobile phone. Mm-hmm. And free $5 and lunch on us.
Jon, you said she's the top closer on that special.
Oh, yeah, she's the best.
No doubt. Hey, it's the first of the year. People are making resolutions. Hopefully they stick to them, especially if one of those resolutions happens to be managing their money better, saving more money. How can Heritage Bank help?
So, never too early to start saving, or too late to start saving, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. A lot of New Year's resolutions. Jon and I were discussing this before we came. Things just crazy as putting your credit cards in a bucket of ice and freezing them, literally. But simpler ideas are we have a digital banking app that features My Money. You can go on there, set goals on what you'd like to save, challenge yourself each month to save more or to earn more interest in your accounts. Mm-hmm. Deleting your cards from online sites is a great idea, just because that impulse buy gets prevented. You can't just hit add cart and check out. You got to enter your number in. Takes a little bit of extra work that way. Mm-hmm. High interest checking accounts, Jon's going to talk a little bit more about. Great ways to earn money on your money already.
Great. All right. Tell us about the high interest checking accounts, Jon.
That's right, yeah. So our high interest checking accounts at Heritage, a little bit different than your traditional checking account, or even a money market account or high yield savings account. So typically in your traditional checking account, you're not going to see that high interest yield, and so that's the biggest differentiator there. But then you see with money market accounts, you have that high interest rate, but you're limited on transactions that you can make in a month, and you need to maintain a certain balance. Now, with our high-yield checking accounts, we titled those our Ecentive and our Payroll Plus accounts. Mm-hmm. Those have the benefit of that higher interest. You can make as many transactions as you'd like. You don't have that minimum balance that you need to maintain. Obviously, we want to keep a positive balance, but that's kind of the benefit to that high interest checking account.
Yeah. Mandy, is there such a thing as having too large a checking account for people, or does it really matter?
Yeah. So, too much money is never a bad thing.
Right.
We are. You want to make sure you're covered by FDIC, $250,000 in each account, which we can make happen for you in the bank as well. But just diversifying your portfolio is always a great way to keep your money safe as well.
Folks should be in a high-interest checking account if they can, Jon, right? Are you kind of directing them as somebody comes in looking for a new checking account so they can get their $5?
Yes.
Is that kind of where you would like them to go, is in those high-interest checking accounts?
Certainly. We're looking to help people succeed financially. And, hey, if you can earn an extra couple of dollars at the end of each month, that's going to help you out with some of these savings goals and otherwise. Mm-hmm. There are some people out there, though, that still would like that traditional checking account. Maybe not, don't have to worry about those qualifications that I can talk about here in a second. Just a little bit more simple, what they're used to. We still offer that at Heritage, but certainly would like to have you in, talk about your situation, and find the best account for you. And if interest is that goal for you, I certainly would advise our high-interest checking accounts.
Any fees involved with that for people that have that account?
Yeah, so the fees associated there, really, we don't have any annual or flat fees on those accounts. Now, as we look at the fees, we do have, there is a $4 fee for a paper statement. That sort of bridges me into the qualifications in order to get that high interest rate on our eCentive and Payroll Plus accounts. One of the qualifications is that you enroll in e-statements. So on both of those accounts, that is one of 3 qualifications, which then would help you to avoid that $4 statement fee that prints out a statement and sends it to your door every month. You are able to access those e-statements via your phone or your computer through our digital banking. The second qualification is that you spend $500 per month utilizing your debit card. So that is one qualification there. Now, ATM, if you go to the ATM and use your debit card to withdraw cash, unfortunately, that doesn't qualify under that $500. But then the third and final qualification that we have, this is where we differentiate between the eCentive checking account and the Payroll Plus. The eCentive, you only need a direct deposit to satisfy the qualifications along with the other 2. On the Payroll Plus, you need $5,000 in deposits to satisfy that third qualification. So those are the qualifications. On the eCentive account, you hit a 2.02% annual percentage yield for hitting those qualifications. And on the Payroll Plus, you hit a 4.04% annual percentage yield on that account for hitting those qualifications. Really awesome interest rate there. But as you look at it, let's say you don't hit those qualifications, which some customers are concerned about. If you don't hit those, maybe there's a fee associated. I know we're talking about fees. That's what got me on this tangent here. But if you don't hit that, the base rate is 0.05% annual percentage yield. And so you don't run into that fee there, which people might think is associated. So wanted to call that out too with our fees.
So if you miss the $500 with your debit card in a month, does it automatically reduce the rate, or do you get a grace, or can you pick it up? How does that work?
Yeah, so if you miss one of the qualifications, it's just for that month. So you'll end up getting that 0.05% annual percentage yield for that month. The following month, the qualifications restart. So you have another chance to hit all 3 of those qualifications. And if you're in the eCentive account, you get that 2.02 annual percentage yield. And then the Payroll Plus, you'll be at 4.04.
Yeah.
So you have a new chance.
Yeah, Mandy, it sounds like there's some great options over there for folks that, if you're ready and to use your debit card, and that's not an issue for you, and carry a little more balance. But if you're not, you're just offering options for people, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like we're very well versed and rounded. We've got something for everyone. And John mentioned there's no fee if you don't hit the eCentive or Payroll Plus. So why not? Why not get an account and work up to earning that interest and those benefits?
Yeah. Let's go back to your money-saving ideas. The one that caught my interest is you put a credit card in a bucket of ice.
Yes.
Is this just a mental thing?
TikTok. No, you see all kinds of crazy things out there. When we were talking about this, and I'm like, my advice is delete, your card off the app because it just makes it so much easier. Taking that step to have to put your card in sometimes will make you think twice about that purchase.
Yeah, no doubt. So that's terrific then. And other savings plans, let's say somebody wants a traditional savings account. Do you have those available as well?
Yeah, most definitely. We also offer CDs. We have some great CD rates on 6 months, 12 months. Come in and check us out. And then jumbo deposit accounts as well. Something called Save Up or Round Up. If you're used to going into, the grocery store and they'll ask you if you want to round your total up to donate to a charity. In this case, we're going to do the roundup for you on your purchases and put it into a savings account for you to set aside for vacations or a Christmas fund, college fund. It's crazy how quickly that change can add up.
Yeah, that is interesting. So you do that automatically for people if they sign up for that service?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, great. So are there high interest savings accounts as well involved at the bank?
Certainly, yeah. So I know Mandy had mentioned our jumbo deposit account. So that is our answer for a higher yielding savings account. And essentially what that looks like is it is a savings account that's tiered based on how much you have in the account. So there are different interest rates based on the amount that you have in the savings account. It's one that is great. Also, I know we've had on Dave Henley, and then we have a few great relationship managers in the business world. Works really well for businesses out there who are looking to earn a little bit of interest also. And then again, we do see and have a few solutions. If you need to hit that FDIC insurance, we can help you out with that. So we'd love to have you come in situationally and work through that, make sure that your money's safe. One other element is a lot of people think of FDIC as insurance on your money, but they're also a regulator for us. So we have to be doing the right thing for you there with the FDIC as a regulator. It also allows us to insure your funds. So
yeah. Yeah, and people are looking for some security for their money. If they give it to you, they want to know it's safe, and it certainly is.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Any other ways to save money? Suggestions for people, Mandy?
Whatever works best for you. Like I had said, it's never too late to start, and never too small of an amount. Start small and work your way up. It accrues over time, and at the end of the day, a penny saved is a penny earned. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
But like I said, never too early to start or too late to start saving.
Yeah, no doubt. And what are some other services that Heritage Bank offers outside of the checking and savings?
Yeah, we do cashier's checks, money transfers, IRAs. They do have some hands in the egg lending industry, those kind of things. Anything you can think of, John?
Yeah, we also provide health savings accounts, so an HSA account if that's of interest for you. Pointing back to the savings, I think the CDs that we have, really great option. I think a lot of customers at Heritage Bank do see the value there in a CD. Now, what a CD is, you're promising the money to the bank, and in return, we promise you an interest rate for the length of that term. And now typically those interest rates are higher, similar to our high interest checking or savings. So a great way for people to save money in there. Also, during the term, you can't touch that money. So it is there and it is earning interest for you. And you also have that extra added element of sort of freezing the credit card, so to say, where you can't touch the funds.
Yeah, that's right. We've had CDs in the past, and it's like you're loaning the bank money, which made us feel kind of good. Oh, we'll let you use our money for a little while, as long as you give me some interest on it at the end. But in general, that's how banking works, all right? I mean, sometimes people borrow money from you and they pay interest. And the reverse is true for CDs.
Yes, great way to explain it. Yes.
Yeah. Mandy, thanks so much for coming in. Yes. Market Manager with Heritage Bank, Mandy Fleming. Appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you. It was great being here.
Yeah, Jon Leisner also joining us, a banking apprentice at Heritage Bank. So you'll see him just kind of floating around doing all kinds of things at the bank.
That's right. Excited to help you all succeed financially.
All right, very good. Jon Leisner and Mandy Fleming with Heritage Bank.